Well, hello everybody. Today you join me as we leave the safety of a big posh Spanish house with running water, showers, a big comfy bed and a washing machine, and we hit the road heading south first of all towards Malaga to do a bit of shopping, and then we'll hit the coast and turn westward. In this one we end up battling a few storms, Harry and Ingrid, before settling down then at the edge of a lovely dam much further along towards Portugal. We're in. This is our first stop on the way down to the Portuguese border. They've got all the mountain range behind, which are unfortunately covered with a bit of a cloud base at the moment. As I said earlier, there's I think it's about 4 or 5 days of shit weather due in. But yeah, and then you've got the coast down there, which is Fuengirola, it's just down by here, and you've got Benalmádena, which is just further on up around there. But yeah, so we'll just go and have a little walk out to this high point and have a look. Alright, so there we have it. We're up on the high ground now. Literally 3-4 minutes from the van, and that's the Med and the south coast of Spain. But it's a pretty shit grim day for it, to be honest, but I can't complain. It's still about 15 degrees. It was a bit up and down and narrow to get here, but you know, some things are worth it, the extra bit of trickery when you're driving. But yeah, we'll be in now for tonight. I've got to get cracking on this week's video, so that's one reason for stopping so shortly after Malaga. Literally, Malaga's 20 minutes that way. Decathlon was a washout. They didn't have what I wanted anyway. So went and got a few odds and sods from Aldi, which was opposite, and cracked on. There we go, there's the van. And yeah, there was already that bigger French van there. Now the little white van, the little Mercedes, has pulled up as well. This is the morning after the storm. And it's a glorious one. Yeah, last night we got absolutely battered in the van. Really strong winds, and yeah, a shit ton of rain. But you know, once that's passed and you get to a sun rising like that, which is just glorious, yeah, you kind of forget the bad times. So we're still here in the hills above Fuengirola, near Mijas, which is that place just up on the hill there. Yeah, we'll stay here for a few hours, maybe for the day actually. I still need to finish tomorrow's video, so I'm a little bit behind on this one. And there's a Decathlon down there, and it looks like they've got the heavier kettlebell that I'm looking for. So we'll try that. And yeah, I've highlighted a place that I wouldn't mind going to. It's further down the coast towards Gibraltar, and may even actually have a view over to Gibraltar. So we'll look at that a little bit later. Depends how far I get on the editing, and how keen I am to get closer to the Portuguese border. Ah, there you go. You can see the mountains now today. Just taking Molly out for a quick walk, and yeah, I saw this yesterday. I'm not sure what it's meant to be. I don't think it's the foundation for a house, unless it's an old water reservoir or something. But yeah, what a change of day yesterday. You know, it was fairly sunny when we got here. Then last night, that bloody storm that came through, not sure what it was called, storm, fucking very wet and windy. And then this morning we wake up to this. It's still a bit of a breeze, but on the whole, it's a lovely morning. I'll just try and shelter you from the wind a bit there. But yeah, so that's Mijas, M-I-J-A-S, I think, just up there on the side of the hill. And we are down there. The Frenchies that were there yesterday shot off late afternoon, and another German van came in. And I would just like to say that I've got the best spot in the car park, so I got my beach towel down first. The less glamorous side to all of this shenanigans and malarkey of vanning and all that crap. Yeah, been at it a couple of hours already, and still got a few more to do. And this is the problem. You know, I spent a few days with friends catching up and chilling out, and totally neglected all the videos. And it's now coming up to 11 o'clock on Thursday, and this video needs to be out 5 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, I've got a bit of work to do. Right, so I've just come out for a little walk with Molly, and I thought I'd show you some of this. So there's a road going down that way, which has tons of parking. This area here has lots of parking. That road there, also parking either side. And it all comes out to the end here, which has a gazillion parking spaces. And everything, apart from that one car back there, is unused. And we are just up there on the hill. So here, you could park to your heart's content. There's so much space, and you've got all the views of the mountains behind you. You'd get a slightly later than everyone else sunrise, maybe 5-10 minutes after it, but you've still got some cracking views. Hey, good evening. Well, still in the van. I've been out for a couple of walks with Molly, but basically I've got a couple of videos ready to go now. So it's been worthwhile, even though I've been static all day. Yeah, there was no sunset. We do have a Dutch motorhome. Yeah, no, I think we've got some more rain forecast through for this evening as well, so I would just take it as it comes, really. Good morning from Fuengirola, or at least up in the hills above it. And it's a different morning this morning. It absolutely lashed it down last night. Proper heavy rain. And strong winds on and off. And this morning now it's picked up again. And you might be able to see it just on the bushes out to the front there. But yeah, completely different day to yesterday. Yeah, and that's it. So coffee, walk Molly, bit of shopping, and we'll be on our way. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, what I would say, despite the conditions outside, it's still 15 degrees in here. It's obviously a little bit colder out there, and comfortable. But of course, because of the warmth on the inside, we're not getting any condensation at the moment. And that's with all the rain on the windows. Normally in the UK, you know, wetness on the outside of the windows and cold temperatures almost invariably means condensation on the inside. But here, I have had some, but it's been very minimal. So that's a plus point. It just means the van is a lot drier on the inside. Right, so this is the famous Costa del Sol. No, thank you. It's don't get me wrong, it's bright and you know it helps on a sunny day, but it's just square manufactured concrete buildings, and if they aren't already there, there are cranes in place to build the next wave of them. Right, I think we're in. It's a bit of a tricky one, really. it's a cracking spot. I've literally got 360-degree views, which I'll show you in a minute. But it's I was going to say the main road. The track is just there, so I've had to do a bit of off-roading. But there's there are like there's a zone de reserva just there, but then all that is fenced off and this is open. So I'm kind of thinking I should be okay. So we are on, I think it's Sierra del Arca. It's not that high, it's only a couple hundred meters. But the place I was planning to go to, which is just down on the coast there was still something like 6 kilometers to go, and it was all barriered, as in a manned barrier, proper, like a resort type affair. So it looks like they've just occupied the whole coastline, which screws things up a little bit. But so instead I'm back up here on the hill with just the most incredible view, and as long as the weather plays ball, we should have a absolutely fantastic sunrise over there tomorrow morning, and a sunset in that direction this evening. Actually, if I spin you around, so just for orientation, I can't see, somewhere over there, that big peak is Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar. Yeah, and then you've got the bay to the other side of it, which is sort of there, the end of which will be Tarifa, sort of like the most southern point. Well, I think it's one of the most southern points of Europe, and just about I think it's 10-12 mile away from Africa. And then you've got all that inland, and yeah, and obviously the Med is just out there with Marbella Dole in it. It's just up there somewhere. Yeah, this is the other one on the map, on Google Maps, that's denoted as a car park. To be honest, there's not an awful lot of choice to park your vehicle, not unless there's something around the corner here. Tell you what, there is a lovely little walk. Bit damp after all the rain we've had lately, but all the same, it's lovely here. It probably isn't going to show up too well on this little camera. I'll take a photo of it, but the formation under that rock there is just incredible. I can't get much closer because all the thick prickly thorns. Skies are looking a bit grayer now, actually, over to the west, and the wind is southwest at the moment, so they're on their way here. And I'll have another look at the weather when I get back. I had a quick look earlier and it was saying 35 to 40 mile an hour winds. That's 3.5 kilometers, so not far at all, but I did walk it this morning also. Yeah, it's just rubbish everywhere around here. I've got a feeling this place here actually is like an off-grid community. Right, it's back. That bird earlier was a vulture, literally just hovering up and above the van. How cool is that? I've seen quite a few now, but none this close. Right, time for training. Right, I've just finished my training session, and not before time. Yeah, that on its way in. It looks fairly gruesome, to be honest, and that's coming straight for us. So I now think it's a case of getting the van and hunker down for an hour or two until that passes. Right, rather a healthy dinner tonight, I think. Got a mixed salady type stuff. I bought all that stuff today in Lidl's, or the majority in Lidl's, with a cheese roll beside of it. I had a few fresh medjool dates, very tasty. Look out there. Oh my good God. It's not clever. And I've just been reading online about Storm Ingrid that's coming through as well. This is a yellow area. I think the worst is sort of northwest, but we are expecting to have something. We're not going to get away with it scot-free. It's actually quite light over there, especially over... oh, you can just about see it there. Where is it? Oh, out there somewhere. You've got... whatchamacallit? Gibraltar. Well, and just like that, it would appear the worst of it has passed for the moment. So by Christ, didn't it lash it down? Yeah. And there was a ton of thunder and lightning as well. I was just sitting in the van praying nothing came too close. We're all fed, healthy fed, trained. She's had a really good walk. She had a run around. Yeah, and it's where to go really. Part of me wants to go down to the coast, but I've had a look at the map, and actually if I start hugging the coast, I'm literally going many kilometres out of my way, and I think I'd like to go straight to Portugal. I say straight, I'll take a couple of days to get there still, but 350 kilometres to the one crossing point I looked at earlier. So yeah, but we'll figure all that out tomorrow. I'm gonna have a brew now. I bought some custard donuts. So yeah, a healthy bowl of veggies and all the rest of it, salad and a tin of tuna, and yeah, and then finish it off with a donut just to undo that good work. Right, just a little update. We're getting absolutely hammered on top of this hill. I was having a video call with my mate Simon, and well, you can see it over here, I think. Yeah, you can see those things hanging there. I've got the light and the speaker and stuff. And yeah, I was chatting to Simon, and those things are just swinging back and forth. Honest to God, the van was rocking, like proper shaking. So I've just had another check of the weather, and it looks like the worst will be over by midnight, and we're already getting Jesus Christ. This is about as strong as it's going to get, which is about 45 mile an hour winds, gusts. And they're coming through too bloody frequently, to be honest. And we are super exposed, as you would have seen in the earlier videos. But I think I've highlighted a few other places to go to, should it get really bad. But it looks like the gusts will die down after midnight. Good weather. It's come to Spain, they said. Oh, lovely and warm, they said. Whatever, not tonight. Oh, good morning. Well, for the moment, the worst of Storm Ingrid is over. That's -9. But it is lovely and sunny down in the bay there. And you've got, there you go, Gibraltar out there. And we'll have a look outside to something that wasn't there yesterday. And that's all the snow on that hill over there. Actually, all the hills in the area now have snow on them. They didn't have that yesterday. It was pretty brutal last night. The rain was just something else. Biblical, actually. Oh, that's better. Look at that sky. A full blue sky. Right, we're going to try this walk that we didn't do yesterday, that I've seen so many other Spanish people coming to do. Right, the van is literally just there. And yeah, we've come across the road to this part here. So it's a well-made track. I'm not sure whether it's access to some sort of quarry they've got going on here, because there is a sign further on down. But yeah, this is where I got to yesterday, and I saw the CCTV signs and the cameras up there on that post, the second post, the inside post. But then it does say no vehicles or bikes, but it's got a pedestrian access gate, which is yeah, just to the side here. Yeah, well, it did have that. That was swinging yesterday in that gap, but well, let's walk through and try it. Oh, and a quick one, whilst we are still in the throes, albeit a lull at the moment, still in the throes of Storm Ingrid, I'm back to the old ways. Oh yes, the shorts are back out. It's a bit nippy though, but yeah. Oh, there you go. That's the, I'm not sure whether it's Algeciras, that sort of town to the far side of the bay, but that's the bay basically to the western side of Gibraltar. And then in the distance, sort of up there, you can see the North African continent and Morocco. Right, this looks, I would guess, as a fire lookout post, because to be fair, it has such a commanding view. And it reminds me of a book I read. It's probably actually one of my favourite books, and I believe the author is Philip Connors, and it's called Fire Season. He's in a tower not too dissimilar to that. I think it's a 12-foot by 12-foot space up in a tower, glass surroundings, and basically his purpose, armed with a radio system, is to be the first to alert the authorities for any outbreak of fire in the area. And it's just an incredible read of solitude, nature, the environment, the flora, the fauna, how the season changes, how they tackle with the fires, and the bigger picture of all the ecology that goes with that. And it's just an incredible read. Ah, the views here are just stunning, absolutely stunning. Oh, she nearly had it. One little grouse by the looks of it. Oosh, this is a bit of a climb. Wow. Oh, lots of scats down here. From what, I don't really know. But it's got Molly interested. Right, so we're navigating with Google Maps, and I've put it in satellite mode, and to be honest, it's been absolutely spot on. And I was just going to take the shortcut round back to the van, but then I noticed that lake up to the top left of the screen, and with that blue dot down in the bottom right. So I thought we'll just go up and have a look at that lake, see if there's anything interesting up there. Yeah, I'm just wondering if a eucalyptus tree. Be cool if it is. It means we might get to see some koalas. There we go, and there's the lake. The sky is turning just a little bit cloudy and grey, too grey for my liking, and I definitely don't need the ghosts of Scottish filmmaking to come and curse me. I know the video won't capture the steepness of the hill, but my God, this is a climb. Yeah, great for the calves and the lungs. Extra mature cheese, vine ripened tomato in a roll, crusty rolly type thing, and then a few medjool dates. I bought this yesterday, a kilo box of them, and my god, they're so tasty.
All of these places I've been, they don't feel like forever.
Gibraltar
But each step I'm taking, it seems like I'm finding myself. I've searched for gold and I've uncovered all kinds of treasure, but I'd take it all and I'd give it to somebody else. 'Cause none of that means much. A little love would be enough. I'm on my way back home, and I know on the other side of the great unknown, there's a place I'm welcome in, there's a place I know I'm called a friend, there's a place that I'm never alone, 'cause there's a place called home, a place called home.
Right, we're in, and we're at the edge of a barrage. What do you call it? Dam. That's it, a dam and a lake. Really pretty here. And this wasn't the intended stop. The intended stop was about 2 or 3 kilometres back towards the main road where the stork imagery was. But fate played its cards, and Lady Luck intervened. There was already a van in the place that I'd highlighted to go, and now I'm here, and this place is much, much better. Yeah, it's really pretty here, actually. Mind you, I pretty much say that with everywhere I go. There have been some dog shit park-ups, very few and far between. But no, this one is, big cactus. Yeah, this one is really pretty. Just come out for a bit of an evening walk really with Molly. I'm walking along the dam here, and the amount of fish jumping right in the shallow part of that water, it's incredible. And of course the other reason for coming out, because it's literally just a minute's walk from the van, is to try and get some photos of a sunset. That's pretty much it. Down behind that little bit of cloud, there's not an awful lot going on with that sunset, to be honest. In fact, there's probably been more of a story the opposite side of it, with the large clouds over the mountain ranges. Right, let's get settled in for the night. At least the weather's a hell of a lot calmer than it has been, so that's something. It's turned out to be a beautiful day, but I tell you what, as soon as that sun goes down, you can tell we're still in winter, because it does get pretty parky very, very quickly. Good morning. Well, whilst it's a fairly mild start to the day, temperature-wise, we do have a bit of a change in the weather. For the past several hours, really, it's been on and off with heavy showers. And, yeah, still here at the dam. I've got next to nothing signal. Actually, rather annoyingly, I've got enough signal for notifications to come through, but not enough signal to open them. So I know who's texting, messaging, and you know what's on YouTube and stuff like that. In terms of comments, I can't reply to any of them at the moment, or get online. I can't even check how long the weather is in for, or indeed where the next place is. I was talking to a French woman yesterday who was flying a drone. It was her first time, so gave us some hints and tips and all the rest of it, as you do. And then she was telling me about some places further down the coast, which all sound very good. However, in this weather, it's not really the place to be. And it's also coming back on myself down towards Tarifa. So whilst it all sounds really spectacular, rugged and raw, and you know, a not too touristy area, I think I'm going to head off further north towards Seville, and then head round towards Portugal a little bit later on. Not today, but in the coming days, and stick with the original sort of plan, fag packet plan. And that's about it, really. It's shit out there, but hey, we've had tons and tons of sun, so I can't complain. Yesterday was a brilliant day. Right, time for a coffee. Walk Molly whenever we get the next lull in this rain, and then we'll crack on and get firstly away from here to get some signal, so I can check the weather and some places, some park-ups, and then we'll move off fully. I'll catch you in a bit. And with that said and done, this feels like a natural place in the video to bring this one to a halt. Thank you ever so much for watching and commenting and all those good things you do towards the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one, where we have some major issues with flooding water, rising rivers, and a motorhome that gets stuck in it. So do stay tuned for that one. But until then, take care. Bye bye.